Hello, everyone. My name is Evan Jacobs. Thank you once again for tuning in to another edition of Boxing Time TV. We've got a pretty good heavyweight fight, I think. Dillian Whyte taking on Joseph Parker. Crossroad fights for both guys. Dillian Whyte's coming off of a seventh round knockout of Lucas Brown. Joseph Parker's coming off of a points loss to Anthony Joshua. And it's the kind of thing, both guys want to show, hey, I deserve to be in contention and fighting for more heavyweight titles. So we're gonna have to see if that can indeed become a reality. Dillian Whyte's 30 years old. Joseph Parker's 26. They're both 6'4". Dillian Whyte weighs 254 pounds. Joseph Parker weighs 236. Dillian Whyte 78 reach. Joseph Parker 76. Dillian Whyte 23 fights, one loss with 17 knockouts. Joseph Parker has 24 fights or 24 victories, one loss, and I think 18 knockouts or something like that. Either way, I made both these guys heavy-handed, even though I think Dillian Whyte may have the heavier fists compared to Joseph Parker. But Joseph Parker also had a bunch of points victories over the likes of Hughie Fury, over the likes of Andy Ruiz. And it's just the kind of thing that, I think maybe he stepped up his level of competition and just wasn't getting the knockouts for whatever reason. Even though the fight against Anthony Joshua, I mean, from what I saw, looked to be about as interesting as watching paint peel. However, the simulation I did of that was not. So anyway, let's just get right to this. Dillian Whyte is a 6-5 favorite, so it's pretty darn close. Fight is scheduled for 12 rounds, 3-minute rounds, 10-point must scoring system, no mandatory 8 count, 3 knockdown rule waived, and this is going to be simulation on both ends. So let's just get right to it. Dillian Whyte versus Joseph Parker. And, I think this is going to be the kind of thing where, someone explodes on the other, and it's just going to be interesting. It's going to be a very, very interesting fight. And you have Joseph Parker jabbing there. And Joseph Parker, I think, should win this fight in real life. However, Dillian Whyte, the computers made him a favorite. They like certain things about him. They like certain things about his style. One thing about Joseph Parker, and we saw this in his bout with Anthony Joshua, and even in his bouts with Hughie Fury and Andy Ruiz, is he kind of lets time just go on and lose it, and just sort of falls into these lulls, and so we'll see if Dillian Whyte can kind of crack him out of that. We're almost done with the first round. Dillian Whyte landing some punches there. Joseph Parker looking to land back on Dillian Whyte. These two guys boxing, and just trying to establish themselves. Joseph Parker trying to do some nice work with the left hand. Dillian Whyte coming in with shots to the body and coming up top, and this is about, I could see it going the distance, but at the same time, one thing that I think Joseph Parker has going for him is that, in his loss to Anthony Joshua, he lost a decision. Dillian Whyte got stopped in 7 rounds by Anthony Joshua. So it's just the kind of thing that, you just wonder how that affects someone. Although Dillian Whyte has, since that loss to Anthony Joshua, beaten the likes of Robert Helenius, Lucas Brown, Derek Chisora, and so he has strung them together. So he knows what it's like to lose to him and come back. Joseph Parker comes back against Dillian Whyte, so that's a pretty good comeback, opponent. We're almost done with the first minute of the first round, and so far being fairly evenly matched. I think Dillian Whyte doing a bit more, fighting a bit more, just fighting strongly, landing the harder punches with bad intentions. This doesn't mean it doesn't mean that Joseph Parker's necessarily out of the fight. Joseph Parker's trying to get that left hand going. So we're just gonna have to see here. We're just gonna have to see. This round, so far not as exciting as I thought it was going to be, but it is only the first round. Let's see what happens as these two guys get warmed up and start to let their hands go a little bit more. Oh, and Joseph Parker almost catching him with a body shot coming in. So we're coming down to the final 10 seconds, and kind of just not really need to fighting with a tremendous sense of urgency. I would probably give that round to Dillian Whyte if I was one of the judges. And one judge agrees with me. Another judge agrees with me. And another judge agrees. All 10-9 for Dillian Whyte. Let's go into the second round. Once again, my name is Evan Jacobs. You can find me on Instagram, Boxing Time with Evan. Thank you for tuning in to Boxing Time TV. Please share these links. Please tell people about this page. We have over, I believe this is our 102nd podcast, and the 102nd simulated fight. And our motto here is Boxing Time TV. Why wait? Watch it now, and then watch the real thing and compare them both. And so you have Dillian Whyte kind of just punching, around the punches of Joseph Parker, landing on him, going to the body. That's one thing. Dillian Whyte's going to want to mix it up. He's going to want to mix it up. He's going to want to land in ways that maybe Joseph Parker is not expecting, and that will certainly tell the tale for him in this fight. Sometimes it seems like with Joseph Parker, wow, he wobbles Joseph Parker with a body shot. Parker coming back with a left hand of his own, and Dillian Whyte certainly wanting to seize on that. He lands a right hand, and he really, he landed to the body, and he seems to, like what he's doing. Dillian Whyte, having success with it too. Fighting with good defense, fighting, and catching Joseph Parker. Just sort of cleanly around Joseph Parker's punches, and Joseph Parker is extended. And the thing is, one thing that I do wonder about Joseph Parker is he sort of suffering a bit of a letdown after the Anthony Joshua fight? Possibly. It was tough to kind of come back. Maybe he should have come back against an easy guy, but I know that he looks at Dillian Whyte as, that's what I would do. But maybe he looks at Dillian Whyte as, hey, I beat Dillian Whyte. I'm right where I used to be, and I can make a thing for getting the title. But Dillian Whyte going to the body, catching a left hand from Joseph Parker. So Joseph Parker comes back to wobble him. So these guys having some good exchanges here. We're seeing a lot of really, really good action. This bout's going to be at the O2 Arena, the Millennium Dome. And once again, like I said, my name is Evan Jacobs. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Please share these links. Please tell people about them. I just, like I said, we have over 100 simulated fights. I just want to fill this thing with them. I just want to keep it consistent, keep it entertaining, make you all happy out there, for just tuning in and enjoying this. And you have Dillian Whyte, trying to go back to the body, but Joseph Parker landing, finding a home for that left hand. And the thing is, can Joseph Parker, land in such a way that he gets Dillian Whyte thinking and maybe a bit shook up? Because Dillian Whyte was doing really good landing around the punches of Joseph Parker, but Parker showed, hey, I've got pop in my punches too. They both wobbled each other. You can't really argue with a second round where that happens. They're both breathing heavy. Dillian Whyte getting the nod from one judge, getting the nod from another judge is Dillian Whyte, and one judge has it even. So, Dillian Whyte up by 5 points. She comes out and lands 2 hard shots on Joseph Parker, and that's just what these guys want to do. They want to land, they want to establish, they want to make the other guy not throw punches the way that they want him throwing those punches. And as you can see, it's Dillian Whyte trying to fight from a range that's comfortable. Joseph Parker starting to land a little bit. If I'm Joseph Parker, I start kind of going to the body, maybe trying to land some lead right hands. He threw a left hand now, and these guys are just fighting each other in a way that they are. It's the kind of thing that they sort of try to box and then they start exploding. But look at Joseph Parker kind of forcing the action, and he's going to try to force Dillian Whyte onto the ropes. And maybe this is Joseph Parker's plan, is he wants to become really rough and tumble against Dillian Whyte, and that's how he thinks he's going to beat him. So Joseph Parker now trying to land kind of establish himself more. You got to give Dillian Whyte credit. He's fighting off the ropes nicely, landing very, very clean, crisp punches on the head of Joseph Parker. Oh, landing a left hand. So right now, both fighters having a kind of a tactical chess match where they're sort of exploding here and there. And you know what it seems like? It seems like they're kind of throwing punches, kind of seeing if it does any damage, and then sort of deciding how much they want to commit to it, which probably smart for them. Doesn't make for the most exciting fight for us, but, you know, we'll deal with it. Oh, wow, Joseph Parker landing some. So this is probably Joseph Parker's best round, and maybe that's what he's been planning on doing. Wanted Dillian Whyte to extend himself a little bit, wanted him to throw some punches, and then Joseph Parker just kind of coming back and landing on Dillian Whyte in such a way that he could, you know, hurt him. But wow, you got to give Dillian Whyte credit. Landed 2 good shots right there. A third one. These guys are throwing with bad intentions, with solid intentions, and it remains to be seen what's going to happen in this third round. Oh wow, now I'm seeing that both fighters are tired. At first they were breathing heavy, now they're both tired. Two judges having it for Dillian Whyte, one judge having it for Joseph Parker. So Dillian Whyte ahead by 6 points as we move now into the fourth round. And I'm telling you, you know, it's I'm proven wrong, but this fight I could see it going the distance. It's the kind of thing that the way that the guys are fighting, how they're fighting, you know, they fight, and if they get the guy hurt, they give him a lot of time to recover just because they're not really in position to throw the follow-up punches that they want to throw. We have Dillian Whyte on the left side of the screen, Joseph Parker on the right side of the screen. Once again, my name is Evan Jacobs, and you are watching Boxing Time TV. Please find me on Instagram. My Instagram handle is Boxing Time with Evan. Please like, comment, and subscribe to this podcast. Please share it with your family and friends. Oh, wow, Dillian Whyte hurting Joseph Parker hard. Oh, wow, and he drops Joseph Parker. Dillian Whyte exploding on Joseph Parker. Question is Joseph Parker going to get up? Here I am calling it a distance fight, and suddenly Joseph Parker gets dropped hard by Dillian Whyte. I don't think that Joseph Parker expected that to happen, and maybe Dillian Whyte got admonished by his corner for letting Joseph Parker work his way back into the fight a little bit. But man, Dillian Whyte, you know, landing hard on Joseph Parker, and Parker going down in the fourth round. I did not expect that. And now you have Joseph Parker who's gonna wanna even this up a little bit as these guys start trading. And now we're seeing it open up, and now, you know, the fans are just gonna love this. This is exactly what they want. Oh wow, and you have Joseph Parker landing on Dillian Whyte, getting up, maybe trying to show that he was not hurt. He's going to the body, and part of me thinks Joseph Parker has a plan here. Maybe he's extending Dillian Whyte, maybe trying to make Dillian Whyte throw a lot of punches. Dillian Whyte trying to be economical. Dillian Whyte trying to be economical, and that is... Oh wow, and you have Dillian Whyte kind of just sort of picking at Joseph Parker, and these guys are you know, like I said, it's a chess match, but it's a dangerous chess match. And I give Joseph Parker credit. He got dropped, comes right back into the corner of Dillian Whyte, he's taking a body shot, and you have Dillian Whyte that's just sort of landing and fighting with good defense. This has been a very good round for Dillian Whyte. I would not be surprised if this was a 10-8 round for him, just simply based on the amount that he's landed, and obviously the fact that he dropped Joseph Parker. Who knows, it could even be a 10-7, but I doubt the judges will call it that way. Whyte is very tired. Whyte's obviously tired. Parker's very tired. 10-8 for Dillian Whyte so far. 10-8 for Dillian Whyte. So Joseph Parker very much behind the 8 ball, down by 12 points. We're moving into the fifth. We're moving into the fifth round, and you have, you know, like this chess match continues, and it seems as though Dillian Whyte's taking over, and you know, and I think he very well could be. However, he has been knocked out. He was knocked out by Anthony Joshua. Joseph Parker does have power. These are heavyweights, so nothing is ever a given. But now you have Dillian Whyte thinking maybe he can finish off Joseph Parker, and he would love nothing more than to do that, because you know he really would become, you know, the opponent that could challenge Anthony Joshua or Deontay Wilder, or the winner of Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder. I really hope that fight gets made. That is a very good fight. I don't know that a lot of people know about it. I mean, I think you really kind of have to be into boxing to really know who Deontay Wilder is. And even Anthony Joshua, like, I think if you said Anthony Joshua's name, I don't think people are going to know him right off the bat. It's just probably not going to happen. Oh, so Joseph Parker landing a little bit. And that's the one thing, is I give Joseph Parker credit. He seems like he has a game plan, but it's I don't know how much he believes in it. But look, he's landing. Now he's landing with the right hand. I know he wants to string that together, and I know he would love nothing more than to catch Dillian Whyte coming in. I think that that's ultimately his end game here, is to catch him coming in. We have Dillian Whyte on the left side of the screen, Joseph Parker on the right side of the screen, and these two guys are just bashing each other as much as they possibly can. And, you know, Joseph Parker wants to stay in this. He doesn't want it to become a situation where Dillian Whyte's just running the numbers and running the numbers and running the numbers. And I think that Joseph Parker is in a position where he has hurt Dillian Whyte, and Dillian Whyte feels his punches. And so I think that's what's keeping Joseph Parker in the fight. The problem is Joseph Parker isn't really being that busy, and neither is Dillian Whyte right now. But Dillian Whyte can afford to do that because he's 12 points ahead. And we're almost at the halfway point of the fight, and Joseph Parker better get going. You know, you better get going. Unless this is some elaborate rope-a-dope. You have Dillian Whyte going to the body on him. He punches him into the ropes. Dillian Whyte wants nothing more than just to keep doing this. He's just taking these rounds this way, and Joseph Parker doesn't seem to have any answers. He seems to be almost befuddled in there by what Dillian Whyte is doing to him. So we're done basically with the fifth round, another round that I think, you know, would be hard pressed not to give to Dillian Whyte. We have 7 more rounds to go. Whyte, they're saying, is obviously tired, so they're saying it's Joseph Parker. Dillian Whyte, 10-8. Another 10-8 for Dillian Whyte, another 10-8. So he gets 6 more points. He's now up by 18 points over Joseph Parker. Joseph Parker really losing this fight big. And these guys come out now, and they're in the center of the ring, and it looks, you know, it looks to, like, for everything that we're seeing, that Dillian Whyte's starting to kind of take over this fight. We'll see if that comes to fruition for him. But so far, he's doing everything that he needs to do, getting in and out, being dodgy, and so far it's enough. Once again, my name is Evan Jacobs. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Please follow me on Instagram. My handle is Boxing Time with Evan. These two guys trading right now. Oh wow! Oh, Joseph Parker wobbled again by a left hand, and Dillian Whyte keeps hitting him with that, keeps hurting him with that. Once again, my name is Evan Jacobs. You can find me on Instagram. Like I said, my handle is Boxing Time with Evan. Please share these. Oh wow! I think Dillian Whyte thinks he really has Joseph Parker ready to go. Please, like I said, share these links. Please tell people about them. Like I said, I want to make this the hub for simulated boxing content online. I just want it to be filled with fights, big fights, upcoming fights. You know, we next I'm going to be doing Robert Garcia. Mikey Garcia versus Robert Easter. Wow, Dillian Whyte just landing really hard on Joseph Parker. What a chin on Joseph Parker to get dropped and then take all those punches. And then after that, we're going to be doing Dimitri Bivol, Isaac Chilemba. And, they reached a point there for like a week or two. I was like, I have nothing to do because I kind of got in ahead with all the, I can really only do the big fights and like kind of like fights like this, which isn't a huge fight, but it's a big fight for boxing. I can't do every single fight like that. It would just be, I would not have a job if I was trying to do every single fight that was happening. What am I going to do? A bunch of 4-round undercard fights? Not that there's anything wrong with that, with doing that, but I'm just saying I try to do things that I try to keep it as comprehensive as I can with the big and the important fights to boxing, as well as just trying to keep it, trying to do things I think fans are going to want to see. Oh, and landing a left hand is Dillian Whyte on Joseph Parker. So now they are jabbing. They're jabbing, and Dillian Whyte having a really good round again. I think once again Joseph Parker is going to get all 10-8. And if that's the case, Dillian Whyte's lead's pretty much insurmountable except by like a knockout. Wow, 10-10. Wow, here I am. What the heck do I know what I'm talking about? 10-10-10. What are the judges seeing? One gives it 10-10, one gives it 10-9, one gives it 10-8. I think even this game is confused. So you have Dillian Whyte jabbing on Joseph Parker, trying to land on him. Oh, and he's just cracking Joseph Parker with shots now. Joseph Parker really kind of in, I don't even know if it's survival mode. He's just not doing much, although he just landed on Dillian Whyte. The problem is it's not enough. He needs to string together combinations. Dillian Whyte going to the body now, really breaking down Joseph Parker. It's been a systematic beatdown. Like I said, I think we're going to see a decision. I think we're going to see a decision in this fight. We're at the halfway point. I think we're just going to see more of this. I think, short of Dillian Whyte making a colossal mistake, which he could, and Joseph Parker capitalizing on it. I mean, man, Dillian Whyte is just really, really landing hard on Joseph Parker. All right. You have Dillian Whyte landing on Joseph Parker. You have Dillian Whyte just continuing to hit him with solid shots. And this is one of those fights. It just sometimes happens. It settles in on Boxing Time TV just like boxing does, and people become sort of content to not, I'm just saying, it's just what happens in boxing. I don't even know if it's content, but it's just Dillian Whyte has been masterful against Joseph Parker. He's landed when he's had to land. He's shortened the distance on his punches. He's made Joseph Parker pay, and he's just beat him up and down the ring. And I don't know how one judge had it even in the last round. That's just, I don't know. That does not make a whole lot of sense to me. But now, and so now he wobbles in. He goes into the ropes, and Dillian Whyte just continuing to land shots. Just landed a nice left hook on Joseph Parker. And let's see what the judges say after this, the seventh round. So it's 10-8, 10-9, 10-8, all for Dillian Whyte over Joseph Parker. I'm going to say this. I think at this point, Joseph Parker probably needs a knockout. He is behind by, I just want to make sure that my math's correct, by 26 points. He would have to win every round. He'd have to start getting knockdowns and win every round. And even if he were to win every round, I don't know. I don't think that it's enough. So that would be like 15 points. I mean, he would lower the gap, but now I mean he's not going to do that with this happening right now. And Dillian Whyte's just landing hard on Joseph Parker. And I mean, this is the one thing they're trading. And Joseph Parker just taking some steady shots. Wow, it looked like, I mean, I give Joseph Parker a lot of credit. What a chin on him. He really, wow, he just took some mega shots and he just withstood it. And, you gotta give him credit, but he truly is in survival mode. He's in a mode of, he's kind of just getting through this at this point. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's just kind of what happens in this sport. But Dillian Whyte really just masterful against Joseph Parker. As these guys are just fighting. You have Joseph Parker. I know he would like to do more, but it's just every time he does it, it seems to work against him. And then you have Dillian Whyte. That's just, I think he may be a little bit fatigued. I mean, he's been beating up Joseph Parker from pillar to post, and probably doesn't want to get any more fatigued than he is. We have a minute left in this round, and this is the 8th round. After this, we have 4 more rounds: the 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th. Not the championship rounds yet, but we're getting really close to it. And Joseph Parker just really just not really doing the things that he needs to do. I mean, he needs to be letting his hands go. And don't get me wrong. Oh wow! And Dillian Whyte landing hard on. Oh wow! He has Joseph Parker hurt. Is he gonna drop him again? Nope. Joseph Parker survives that. And Dillian Whyte cementing these rounds with hard shots. And it's not for the lack of trying. Joseph Parker just has a really good chin, and you can't blame Dillian Whyte for doing the thing that got him there, which was land those kind of punches to begin with. So Joseph Parker, very tired. 10-8 on one judge's scorecard. 10-7 on another judge's scorecard. He didn't even go down. 10-8. So, yeah, Dillian Whyte is ahead by 33 points at this juncture. Joseph Parker just being outboxed, outflummoxed. And this isn't to say that he can't come back. It's not to say he's not going to land a hard shot here and stop Dillian Whyte. It's certainly within the realm of possibility. But right now, Dillian Whyte seems destined to be winning to win this fight. And that is pretty much all that you can hope for as he continues to land hard on the face of Joseph Parker, stringing together combinations. And Joseph Parker trying, wanting to do more, but just unable to against the onslaught that's coming at him from Dillian Whyte. Dillian Whyte landing against Joseph Parker, landing hard, landing left hand, and Joseph Parker landing on him, but Dillian Whyte punching him back into the ropes. And that's the thing, is that's going to, Joseph Parker in those moments needs to let his hands go even more. But instead he gets into a defensive posture, and that's just kind of what happens to these fighters in this. Oh wow, he wobbles Joseph Parker again. And again, wow, Joseph Parker, depending on how bad that cut gets, I mean, who knows, Dillian Whyte may be stopping him. But like I said, I think we're headed to a decision. A lot of punches being landed by Joseph Parker. Oh no, sorry, by Dillian Whyte. I know that Joseph Parker would like to land more. He gets punched into the ropes as we move into the final minute of the 9th round. Once again, my name is Evan Jacobs. Please like, comment, and subscribe on these videos. Please turn on your notifications, ring that bell, and also please tell your friends about this page and this channel on YouTube, and just continue to share these links, and let's try to make this the spot online to find simulated content. Oh, Joseph Parker landing hard. An uppercut. No, I'm sorry. Dillian Whyte landing hard. Just like it seems like when Joseph Parker tries to let something go, tries to kind of punch his way back from oblivion, Dillian Whyte is there with answers to it. And this is one of the best rounds Joseph Parker has had, in this fight. And it is really, he still lost it, at least by 10-9. Maybe even by 10-8, considering the work that Dillian Whyte did earlier. Parker's cut over his eye. 10-8 on one judge's scorecard. 10-8 on another judge's scorecard. 10-7 on another judge's scorecard. So now, Dillian Whyte's ahead by 40 points. It's almost a hopeless thing, but they gotta stay in it. We're now in the championship rounds, the 10th, 11th, and the 12th, and you have Joseph Parker is trying to kind of eke his way, trying to do something, trying to set up something. But man, Dillian Whyte is just, he's putting together an onslaught of punches that's just stopping Joseph Parker in his tracks. Oh, and he wobbles him with 2 body shots. And Joseph Parker, probably loves this. He's getting rounds in, giving the fans what they want. And, I'm sure he would love to get a stoppage. He lands a left hand, and here you have Joseph Parker looking for those openings, hanging on, showing a lot of heart, and taking a lot of punches. But man, Joseph Parker is just getting his head handed to him. And there's also a size differential here. I think Whyte outweighs him by 18 pounds. Oh, Joseph Parker waits and unloads with 2 left hands that drop Dillian Whyte. And now, folks, this fight is even more interesting. That's what I love about this boxing game. Just when you think it's going to go one way, and sometimes it does, suddenly a guy comes back in. You have Joseph Parker landing 2 left hands, making Dillian Whyte have to think twice. Did Dillian Whyte get up too quickly? Can Joseph Parker capitalize on that? That's what I love about this game. Joseph Parker landing. He waited for the moment to strike, and he dropped Dillian Whyte. And I'm telling you, I would not. We've seen it all in boxing. It would have been amazing, but not unnecessarily surprising if Dillian Whyte would have stayed on the ground. Now look, and now it's like sort of like the roles have reversed, and Joseph Parker looking for that opening, and he wants to land again against Dillian Whyte. But Dillian Whyte landing on Joseph Parker. Oh, and he wobbles him with a body shot and comes up top to the head. Oh, and he lands another left hand, drops Joseph Parker. Wow, is Joseph Parker going to get up? Can he get up? Showing a lot of heart. Had that good moment where he dropped the light and Joseph Parker gets up. These two are gonna battle it out for the rest of the 10th round. Folks, this is one of those fights it's a nail biter. It looked like it was being lulled. Here you have Dillian Whyte looking, like he's in charge. He gets dropped, and then he drops Joseph Parker. So you can't say this has not been a pretty action-filled heavyweight fight. Let's see what the judges say. I have a feeling that they're going to give that round to Dillian Whyte. 10-9 for Dillian Whyte. 10-9 for Dillian Whyte. 10-9 for Dillian Whyte. So even Joseph Parker having a good round where he actually drops him, he's still behind now by 43 points. And these guys come out and they're tired. And Joseph Parker, I mean, man, if he can just crank it up a little bit, could potentially be back in this fight. And it's amazing to think it. If he can land, if he can somehow find what he needs to hurt Dillian Whyte, it's going to be very, very interesting. All right, so does Joseph Parker, can he do this? You just, oh wow, and Dillian Whyte landing, oh, and he lands on him again, lands a right hand that just stuffs Joseph Parker with it. Joseph Parker goes down again for the third time in this fight. You got to give Dillian Whyte until Joseph Parker gets up. And can Joseph Parker, what's going to happen? Are we going to see Joseph Parker knock down Dillian Whyte? Dillian Whyte, I think both fighters are tired. Dillian Whyte's got to be spent. Is Joseph Parker going to simply outlast him? I mean, that's, these things can happen in boxing. This can certainly happen. But, you got to give Joseph Parker and Dillian Whyte a lot of credit. They really let it all hang out in this fight. Dillian Whyte's really given a good performance. I give him a lot of credit because he was dropped hard by 2 left hands and he got up quick, and he's dropped Joseph Parker twice since then. So really putting an exclamation point on this victory. That, Joseph Parker needs a knockout to win. There's no question about it. And he's not throwing a lot of punches. He's not going to get it by doing that. So it forces Dillian Whyte to kind of come forward because Dillian Whyte wants to press his advantage. And it leaves Dillian Whyte vulnerable for counters by Joseph Parker. And so we will see if Dillian Whyte can continue to pull this off. He's dropped Joseph Parker. He's landed hard on Joseph Parker. We're gonna see. It looks like we're gonna get to the 12th round. Can Joseph Parker put something together and stop Dillian Whyte? If he does, it would be one of the best, maybe the best fight I've ever seen on here. Since I've started Boxing Time TV, maybe even since I've been playing this game since 1984. But I just think it's unlikely at this juncture. Dillian Whyte seems to be feeling really, really good, and Dillian Whyte's obviously tired. Parker's very tired and has a cut over his eye. 10-7 for Dillian Whyte, 10-8 for Dillian Whyte, and 10-7. So it's all just academic at this point. Dillian Whyte really just gonna try to go out there and press his advantage, and maybe he doesn't know how people are judging this. I give Dillian Whyte a lot of credit. He's landed when he's needed to land. He's made his punches count, and he's put Joseph Parker in a position where Joseph Parker really needs a knockout. Can he land enough against Dillian Whyte is the question. Oh, and going to the body is Dillian Whyte. And Joseph Parker trying to land, trying to hit him with something. And right now, once again, you are watching Boxing Time TV. My name is Evan Jacobs. Please like, comment, and subscribe. If you've been watching this, you've got to love the action that you've been seeing. Two heavyweights having a pretty action-packed fight, even though it's been fairly one-sided for Dillian Whyte. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Please turn on your notifications. Please ring the bell. Please let people know about this. Share these links. Post these links places. Let's get the conversation started and see if, like I always say on Boxing Time TV, why wait? Watch it now. Then watch the real thing and compare this and the simulation. So right now we're in the final minute of the 12th round. Dillian Whyte looking like he is going to take a decision over Joseph Parker. Parker would like nothing more than to thwart that, but it does, sadly for Joseph Parker, does not look like it's gonna happen, and that's okay. Um, he fought valiantly. Joseph Parker did. He got knocked down. I think it was 3 times, and he managed to get up and hang on. And if he just maybe would have let his hands go more, he saw what happened when he did. He dropped Dillian Whyte, and so we're at the point now where Dillian Whyte's just throwing an uppercut, and now Dillian Whyte continuing to land on Joseph Parker, and then really punctuating this victory. Oh, Joseph Parker drops Dillian Whyte. I knew this was gonna happen. The last few seconds of this, the 12th round, is Dillian Whyte gets up. Wow. Joseph Parker coming so close. You had to watch this one till the end. That's what I love about this game. Look at that. You don't see this in any other boxing game that's ever been made. You will never see it. Sierra Championship Boxing, the best boxing game. That's why I stick with it, and that's why I love it. And the winner by decision's White. And let's go to we all knew that was going to happen. But here, let's go to the judges. The winner, Dillian Whyte, by unanimous decision. The fight lasted 12 rounds. Whyte was knocked down twice. Parker was knocked down 3 times. That was a cut over his eye. But, Dillian Whyte did so much more in the rounds, just throughout the fight. You have Dillian Whyte winning 118-103, 118-103, 117-115. I mean, there were so many periods in there where Joseph Parker, God bless him, but just wasn't throwing punches. It allowed Dillian Whyte to do what they call run the numbers and get a decision. Thank you so much for watching Boxing Time TV. As always, we'll see you at the fight. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and ring the bell, and tell your friends, and share the links. Thank you.